Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the Arizona State Sun Devils return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big...
All kinds of running room. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Sun Devils head it quickly to the line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The offense in hurry up mode. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They want to just keep throwing it. Keeps it going. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. The Red Raiders offense will go to work for the first time. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Swings it out to the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on second down. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on second down after the good first down run. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Gets it out quickly. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Got his man in the middle. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over Buffalo. Your Boy, KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Offense set on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out fast. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking to move it through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. The snap sets up the throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Motion from the offense. On second down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Dances away from the heat. He'll pull it down and run, wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around now, hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes his connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping.
And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. If you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
Yeah, defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee.
Oh, it's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Plows through the defense. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. He's going to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. fast motion from the offense. He's got it on the right. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Off the RPO, complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. They've got the screen set up. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's right on target. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And now on second down for this offense. Give to the big fullback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Strong safeties are guys you can spin down and a lot of times spend a lot of time in that box, which means he's going to be in the run fit. He's going to be making tackles consistently, and he comes up. Tell you what, let's talk about big on big. The big
got a lot of running room, and he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raider! And the pummeling has started. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, He could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to UConn. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Turns it on in midfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab over the middle.
Throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Finds his big tight end. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Sun Devils have moved it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snags it.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 3rd down after the run. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He makes the connection. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing the touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Red Raiders are on the move. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Red Raider! And the route is on.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Boy, is that one he wishes he could have back. A total misfire. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Working the big fella to the corner. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
The ball carrier is the runner. Tackle at the 40-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Lasso.
He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll call for the fair catch here. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Encroachment. Defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Quarterback extends the play. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Bulls his way forward. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
And first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. They'll run the screen. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good defense. defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. From the gun. Looking for the score. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
I tell you what, sometimes as an OC, you just kind of hold your breath when you're throwing into some of these windows down here near the goal line because they are so small, and you have to be so accurate and decisive, but without being aggressive, and you could tell the QB really didn't see it, believe it, and trust it.
He got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2.
325. Set on.
Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Here we go.
Using his feet. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
4-2 Spider.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tough sledding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
4th down coming up.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's taking a deep shot. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Red Raider. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Firing to the right, complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got his man. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. He'll throw on 3rd down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.